Hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join the Crypto ZX army. But now let's get right into today's topic, which is regarding Vechain. But if we're looking across the market, you guys can see the overall market is starting to see a little bit of red across the board within the markets, which is very much overdue. But as far as the overall market is concerned, nothing to worry about. This is needed before we do see continuation pattern happening towards the upside. So let's get right into Vechain's price and see what are some next price targets we should be looking at. What is happening with the price of Vechain? So let's get into it. Before I do get into the channel, before I do get into the video, you guys know that anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So if we're looking at the price of Vechain right now, it is currently trading at 0.0235 cents, down 3% in the last 24 hours in USD comparative, also down 3% in Bitcoin comparative over the last 24 hours with the market cap of $1.71 billion. And the 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at 125.9 million. So right off the bat, one thing I want to point out to you guys is that the buying pressure is something I'm liking right now. The overall volume that's coming in Vechain is nice to see right now, currently at 125.9 million, which is more than what we're used to seeing for Vechain. But now comes the question, what are some next price targets we should be looking at, and where is the price going in the immediate short term? So let's get right into it. If we're looking at the price of Vechain right now, you guys can see we are still below this accumulation zone, and I want you guys to keep this zone in mind and really understand the importance of this zone, because this is where the bullish momentum for Vechain really is going to begin. And I'm going to share something interesting with you guys that might shock a lot of people, considering the overall market momentum we're in and the overall hype factor that is coming around for certain altcoins. I want to share something that is positive for Vechain, and I will bring that for you guys shortly. But if we're looking at the price of Vechain, you guys can see we've been in accumulation zone for almost a year now. Since basically May, we have been in accumulation zone. So basically, you guys can see the price has been trading sideways for quite some time. A lot of boring movements, you can call it. A lot of people tend to call accumulation zone a boring time, which is quite true, because you can see the price has been moving quite on the sideways, and we haven't really, and this is why I want you guys to keep this in mind. Look at that. Why am I talking about this zone for so long? This is the zone where the things start getting excited for Vechain. You guys can see how many different times since we've been below it, how many different times Vechain has tried to go above it. 1, 2, 3 different times. And this time around, we haven't really managed to go above here, but I think this time around it is going to be different. And I do believe Vechain is going to break out of this zone. And currently, that level of resistance is still quite some ways, about 46% away from the current levels. So if you believe in Vechain and you like it, this might be an opportunity for you to be accumulating some Vechain, because right now the reason why, now you may come and say, oh, Bitcoin is going insane, so why is Vechain not pumping? It makes no absolute sense. The reason is, I keep telling you guys, the BTC dominance index is skyrocketing. People are bullish on Bitcoin in the immediate short term. There's some people betting that Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million in the next 60 days, which I think is absolutely not possible. If it happens, I don't know what I will do. I honestly don't know what I will do, but obviously a lot of positive things coming out for Bitcoin. I've said this so many times, we're seeing the financial sector really face a massive crisis. A lot of banks around the world going bankrupt. So Bitcoin is going absolutely insane, and that's why more money is flowing into Bitcoin, causing this index to go up. So whenever this index is skyrocketing, guys, altcoins are not going to see those explosive moves. Like, if you want to talk about altcoin season, altcoin season hasn't really started right now, and this is where I come and make my overall analysis, the fact that we still have quite some time to be accumulating these altcoins, because as soon as Bitcoin decides to start doing a little bit of sideways movement, guess what's going to happen to altcoins? Altcoin season is going to begin, and we could possibly see altcoin season even beginning in May. or even end of April. So things could look really exciting for altcoins, and that is really going to cause, in my personal opinion, Vechain to break out of this level of resistance. And the next targets I would be looking at is the 78.6 zone, which is still, if I bring out the measuring tool for you guys, about 200% away from the current levels. So quite some ways to go for Vechain. But the interesting thing that I wanted to share with you guys is this. So I conduct, a poll on my channel on a daily, I'm sorry, not a daily basis, on a weekly basis every month. And this is the poll for this month, poll number 3. And you guys can see I said, which altcoin is going to be the top performer for March. And I do this every month. And you can see I've listed some big names, some hyped ones. And you can see number 1 is Vechain. Now I put Arbitrum. Number 2, Phantom, Solana. And what is, something interesting with all these projects? If you guys can point that without me telling you right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what I was trying to say is all these projects are their own blockchains. And these are some hyped projects. And right now, out of 337 votes in about 20 hours, you can see the number 1 most voted one has been Vechain. 57% voted that Vechain is going to be the top performer. And like I said, it is going to take time. Patience is going to reward you. I always say that. Have an exit strategy. And, in order for you to kind of not want to be, having a lot of boring movements even in the bull market, because some coins do move up at a certain time in the bull market. And that's what happened with Vechain. Even last bull cycle, it moved up a little later than a lot of other altcoins. So if you want to minimize that and you want to see a lot of explosion in your portfolio, then I always say have a diversified portfolio. A diversified portfolio is very much needed to succeed in this market and maximizing your gain. So you could have a bit of everything, the coins that you like, but that does not mean you go invest in like 50 different coins. It's so hard to kind of have access to them, and it's just like makes everything a mess. But if that works for you, great. But personally, I've tried that and it's just a total mess for me. So I just stick with good 5 to 6 projects. And I also have like a side portfolio, which is short-term coins that I trade, which my main focus is to take those profits and allocate them to the coins that I do like. So this is currently the scenario that is looking like for Vechain. I still believe the time, we still have time to accumulate. If you are a holder and you have money on the sidelines, you've done your due diligence and research, and you're willing to invest some money that you can afford to lose, still now is the time before altcoins really start rumbling. But I said that before and I'll say it again, the clock is ticking and people will realize what I meant in just a few short few moments away from now. And Solana was a massive call that I made just previously as well, and Solana did have quite a big of move recently and showing it's a lot of strength and could potentially break out also. So you guys want to keep an eye out on Solana update that is coming shortly as well. But I love each and every one of you guys. Let me know down below what you guys think. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.